Is 70K a good salary? In the United States, the answer to whether or not 70K is a good salary these days is highly reliant on the varying cost of living that's different in each state. Over the median U.S. income of currently $44,225, 70K will carry the recipient farther financially, especially those who live in Arkansas or Mississippi, which are two states with the lowest mortgage monthly payments, rent, and gas. Keep reading if you want to know and want some help calculating your obligatory costs and necessary expenses. Cost of rent and mortgage. This is as good a factor to start with as any. The housing market has certainly made things difficult and is easily the highest cost. LendingTree has conveniently organized the current monthly mortgage costs by U.S. state. Based on their findings, those of you living in Arkansas, Mississippi, or Virginia have the lowest monthly mortgage costs at $1,050, $1,089, and $1,147 a month, respectively. Meanwhile, those who live in California, New Jersey, or Hawaii are on the highest end of the spectrum, paying $2,465, $2,418, and $2,357 accordingly. To compare, the national median for monthly mortgage payments is $1,595. Of course, not everyone has a house, others have to rent. For the most part, the trends with mortgages for each state stays the same with their rank in rent, except that Virginia is on the more expensive side instead of cheaper. Cost of gas. This has been a big factor in the last few years, and it seems to be rising, so keep a good watch on gas frequently. The first thing you might want to do is research the range of gas prices in your state, or even your area, where you fill up most often. Once you know the prices, try to determine how often you have to gas up each week, or every 2 weeks, and calculate the cost. Cost of food. This is one of those factors that will range from person to person based on how often you go out to dine in restaurants eat each week or month, which restaurants you eat at, how often you order fast food, what you cook at home, how often you cook at home, whether you use a meal kit service i.e. HelloFresh. The frequency of how much and what meals you cook at home will definitely influence the cost of groceries. A good place to start calculating food expenses is by focusing on the essentials such as bread, milk, eggs, and butter. Cost of medical care. Who do you have a healthcare plan with? Everyone has a different plan. Typically, we all know how much we'll be paying per month for things like health insurance, but there are health costs that your provider may not cover, which you may want to educate yourself about. Do they cover your biannual dentist visits? Prescriptions? If you've had issues with your provider in the past about hidden fees or unexpected charge jumps, try to account for those moments too. Cost of utilities. This factor will naturally vary based on usage and includes things like water, gas, HVAC, electricity. If you live in an apartment, your landlord or lady should give you an invoice that itemizes the cost of living in their building. It would be ridiculous to say we can estimate the exact costs, but we can still try to give ourselves enough money for utilities that just exceed the average monthly costs we've been paying. Vehicle costs. This is big for many of us. You need to calculate how much you spend on monthly payments, monthly insurance, scheduled maintenance. Those who have fixed rates will have an easier time knowing how much they owe each month. As for the maintenance, you can estimate the costs by mileage. Retirement plan. Lastly, we know we don't want to work the rest of our lives. You want to be able to make a nest egg for yourself by investing some money into a 401k or Roth IRA, according to your preference. Even if you put in $30 every 2 weeks, that is an excellent start that will keep getting bigger and bigger, especially when you're able to put in a little more. In short, 70K can give you and your family a better quality of life than those making the median U.S. income of $44,225. But these days you may need to take a look at what is really important and trim the fat of what you can live without. What you save can even be stored away for something special.